Hey, it's Mel, the hair and tie trucker guy, coming at you clean in Alabama. Actually in Decatur, Alabama, which is right there by Huntsville, Alabama. And I drop off on Monday morning at 8 in the morning. I'll try to get in there a little bit early, see if that works. Anyway, just got out of the shower, doing a little bit of laundry and stuff. You know how it is when you have to sit for 44 hours to get unloaded because you get a 500-mile trip over the weekend. So you do some laundry, even though I didn't need to. Did some laundry, got clean, smelled good. Having to battle with these, really interesting people at truck stops. That's why I don't stop at truck stops, other than get fuel. But you know, you gotta do what you gotta do, and so that's what I'm doing. I'm doing what I gotta do, and not by choice, but you know, doing it because there's nothing else to do, and there's like rude people, and man, I'll tell you what, there's some characters out there. Uh-oh, I got a message. What does my message say? Oh, nothing. Nothing any good, that is. So I guess you got to think positive, and that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to think positive, because when you think positive, shitty things happen to you. And I mean, you might as well just keep on thinking positive, because you're going to be tested every step of the way, and that's life, ladies and gentlemen. But see, before I went in and take a shower, I brewed me some fresh coffee. You cannot go wrong with fresh coffee. Oh my goodness. Gotta love fresh coffee. Oh, word to the wise. Is there anything that I can say to help people out? Well, research the company that you want to go with, first off. Make sure that it's the company that you want to go with, and you're not going with that company for whatever they may promise you. Oh, we've got this sign-on bonus, but you don't get the sign-on bonus unless, you know, you're with them for a long period of time. Like, for instance, after 90 days, they'll actually pay you something. Well, okay, so you have to work there 90 days before getting paid. I mean, it is what it is. So, I don't know. To me, sign-on bonuses don't mean crap, because it's all geared towards, you know, people saying things to get you to go work for them. Okay, if you decide to work for a company, make sure that, like I said before, that you do all your research, you ask all your questions, and then get things in writing, because that's what you have to do these days. If you don't have it in writing, well, it's just, oh, it's he said versus she said, which, you know, can help you, and it could also work against you as well. So I guess the wiseness here is that make sure, when you are looking for a company to go with, make sure that, one, that you do your research. Okay, we've talked about that. 2, make sure that you're going to get paid what you want to get paid. Okay, so if you have a lot of experience, make sure you're getting paid for that experience. If you don't have a lot of experience, then, you know, pick the best of the paying jobs that you can get, and just hope and cross your fingers that you'll get, you know, the miles and stuff to get you a paycheck, and you're not sitting a lot. And I would say 3, get some experience over the road. You know, driving a truck over the road. before you try to do something that's like really dangerous. And I say that because, you know, I've driven all kinds of trucks. I've driven, you know, and I've pulled all kinds of trailers. And I think that, you know, the experience that I gain just doing that is the experience I need for, you know, being able to succeed over the road. Now, there's a slight caveat there. A lot of people right out of the guns like, I'm going flatbed. Well, let me tell you what, flatbed's really hard work. And it's something that, you know, you have to choose that you want to do. It's hard work. It's really freaking hard work, okay? And on top of that, you're out in the elements. So think about all of that before it was like, oh, I'm gonna go do this. Make sure that you physically can do that and that you are mentally prepared to do that. Then you'll see that there'll be longevity within you working for a company. Because if you just go out and go, oh my God, this is so much hard work, I cannot do it, then you're letting yourself down because you didn't mentally prepare yourself for that. Two, well, you're kind of giving up on it instead of working through all of the aches and pains of the industry itself, the flatbedding industry. And three, you still haven't got the other element down, which is really important, that driving element. And so I would suggest, if you're just starting out, that you haul like van or refrigerated stuff, because you don't have to really worry about the securement, and you're going to get the skill set that you need for driving over the road, so that you're not a danger to other people, that you understand, you know, the concepts of managing your logbooks and being able to drive in heavy traffic, being able to deal with idiots without completely just losing, you know, your stuff on other people, because that right there is going to be the true test of this as a career, you know, driving over the road. And I would say, fourthly, don't spend your money before you actually physically have it. You know, there's a lot of old sayings about, you know, don't count the eggs in your basket before they're hatched, and, you know, stuff like that, right? Well, it's so true in this industry, because you can say, oh, I'm going to get this, I'm going to get that. Well, until you physically actually have that money, make sure that you're prepared to financially make it, or it's going to be even tougher, you know. And it happens to everybody. I mean, I know this industry, and I know, you know, what it takes starting out. And of course, there's a lot of things that you don't have because, you know, well, let's look at my situation, and I'll share this with you because I'm trying to help other people understand this industry as a business and as something that's going to help you be successful. So my situation, I had no money whatsoever. I had zero money, and to the point where I couldn't afford to pay for my baggage and stuff on Greyhound, and I knew what I needed to take with me to orientation. And so you know, I had some help getting up there from some people that actually it's past tense now, that I paid back for the trip, okay? And so that was something I prepared for. You know, at that point, it's like zero money. Make sure that, you know, that you do have some money, because I didn't have any money whatsoever. And so that means I know that once I got up there, that I would get some kind of, you know, continental breakfast or whatever at the hotel. and then there would be like a lunch provided during orientation, and then I have to wait till the next day, which is fine. I mean, you know, hey, you have to do what you have to do. I didn't realize that there at Tulsa, oh my God, it was hideous. Look at the food that they actually served you was hideous. I've eaten cafeteria food that served really old, really not very good food whatsoever. That was better than the junk that we got from the hotel. And then the sandwich that we were provided, you know, during orientation, while we were in the orientation building, you know, it was all right. It was okay. You know, you got a basic sandwich, you got, you know, basic chips, and then they had a fruit. You know, I would, you know, eat part of my sandwich and then save the rest of it for dinner, and I kind of, you know, made my way that way. And then, you know, I had a piece of fruit and some chips and stuff, you know, in between. So, I mean, I was prepared for that. Once again, I didn't have any money. So then at the end of the week, when you're getting moved into your truck and everything, and, well, you get moved into your truck, and then the meals go away, you're on your own, and they give you a little bit of money for the orientation, and then you'll get the rest of it a week later, and that'll be your first settlement. It's nothing. It's not enough to go out and, you know, treat yourself to a nice little meal or anything. I mean, it's you're basically, they don't give you anything. So they keep you poor for a couple of weeks until you get, you know, your first week of miles. And I say that, keep you poor, because even after you get your first week of miles, you're still not making anything. And in this industry, you know, about $550 a week is all you're going to earn, and you work your ass off for it. You work your ass off for it. So it takes a little while, and, you know, to get caught back up. And, you know, I was, like I said, I had no money whatsoever. I had been unemployed for 3 months. I didn't want to be unemployed for 3 months, but I had to wait 30 days to get my CPAP readout, and that's just a DOT thing. You know, I don't even need my CPAP anymore, but it would cost me more money to, what I had to do is I had to buy a card, because my card, it wouldn't read. I use my CPAP because, you know, I like it. I have since 2005. You know, I sleep better with it, but I really don't need it, because when I did have to have it, you know, I was way overweight, and now, you know, that I'm like 100 and almost 70 pounds lighter. I really don't need it, but you know, I choose to use it, and just because you do use it. So I had to get a new card, because the card I had in my old machine, it wouldn't read, or so they said. And then ran into always get a second opinion when it comes to anything medical. Don't always just go to one place, try another place, and that's what I should have done. Then I would have been able to be employed about 30 days earlier. So anyways, I got that taken care of. And like I said, I had zero money coming into this, but I knew exactly what to expect. I knew exactly what I had to do to get there. And, you know, I ate really cheap, great value lunch meat. Had a slice of lunch meat, a slice of what Great Value calls sliced cheese, and, you know, some mustard on it, and rolled it up like a little burrito thing, and boom, that was a meal. So, you know, I paced myself on that for the first couple of weeks, and, you know, now I've upgraded. I've actually got some chips and some salads, and, you know, so eating a little bit healthier, and some fruit and stuff, which if you watched one of my previous videos, I had a nice little situation happen with a couple of bananas. But anyways, I hope this really helps people understand a little bit about this industry. And if it does, hey, make a comment down below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And well, hey, as always, peace out, Hair Nation.